Hello everybody. Doing a new start here, but I talk through the setup process. If you're new to the X series or Star Wars Interworlds, definitely start with one of the curated starts here. They're all pretty small, meaning you start with one ship and a few credits and a little bit of the map unlocked. They do have a couple advanced starts where you have a capital ship and some fighters. Those are interesting too, but if you're a new player and you jump in there, you're not really gonna learn the systems from the bottom up, and that's kind of the best way to learn the game. If you just jump in with a Venator Star Destroyer and a fighter wing, you're gonna lose them pretty quickly, because it's a complex game and you have to understand all the little commands and whatnot. Otherwise you can have a Venator sitting there, going nowhere, with fighters doing nothing, and just helplessly watching it being destroyed. Which, while amusing, is probably not the way you want to play the game. I'm going to do a custom start here. I guess the intention here is to kind of walk through the systems a little bit. So we're not going to go for a completely low start. There we go. Won't give myself any blueprints, it's a little too much. We're just gonna skip the first part of the game here. You know, wandering around in a fighter with no real weapon systems or anything isn't... I've played through that part so much, it doesn't interest me anymore, so that's why we're gonna zip past it. But if it's your first time, don't do that. Take your time. All this does is it gives you access to the entire map. And once you've explored the map on your own, it's not, I at least don't find it interesting to explore the same territory more than once, so I just start the game with everything unlocked. Lore-wise, it kind of makes sense, right? I mean, wouldn't you just go to your local Star Wars library and get a map out? But whatever. Makes sense in my head. What's really fun is with the custom starts, you can just give yourself whatever. You can go with just one fighter, you can go with just you in a spacesuit, you can give yourself an entire fleet, whatever you want. It's very powerful as far as curating the experience you're looking for. What do we want to start with? I think we'll do an Empire-aligned playthrough. At least to start with. You can change that throughout the game through your actions. Everything's very dynamic. You can start with one faction, decide you don't like them, join a different faction. There's always a way to get from, A to B to C. So you could do a game where you eventually align and are enemies with every major faction in the game if you'd like to. Starting with the Empire and eventually going to the New Republic out of, some kind of role-playing reason is always entertaining. Get Defender would be a little bit much to start with, huh? One thing that you don't want to do is start with an Interceptor or a Fighter, only because the travel speed is almost nothing. It'll be... well, if you don't believe me, try it. Which is lore accurate, right? Because of the way that X4 works, compared to Star Wars lore, there's not really hyperspace, so you have travel drive instead. That uses gates for the faster than light aspect of the space sim. If that bothers you, you're not going to like the game, but how Star Wars Interworlds has handled it lore-wise is to call the gates, what are they called? Beacons of some kind. I actually don't remember. But it's meant to feel sort of like you're going to a hyperspace jump point, more so than going through a gate. Visually, it looks a little bit better. But when you're in sector, the travel speed's very important. That's in Star Wars lore, it would be you just use your hyperdrive. But in X4 you need to have a travel speed that's, well, not like that in order to have a good game experience. Otherwise, you're going to spend a lot of time going from point A to B. And a lot of the game is traveling around. So if you have a slow ship, it's not going to be so good for you. I mean, you can still play it. There's no reason why you couldn't. It just gets boring quickly. So with that in mind, we'll start with the TIE Advanced, a little bit better drive on it. Yeah, that's a good starting ship for an Imperial start, I think. Let's use the standard preset. Or the high preset, I mean. These are all the factions in the game. Because of how there's a little difference between how X works and how this particular mod works. They have a system of citizenship. I don't think it's been a while since I played base X4, but I don't believe that's a system that's in that. So you can't just give yourself, you know, fully aligned and then expect to have access to all the ships. That's not how it works. You need to have a little bit more. You need to build stations and engage in trading and that sort of thing, which I kind of like. That's a lot more realistic, I think. But I think people have varying opinions on that. I can see some people not liking it, but personally, I'm on board. So we'll just... Well, I have a TIE Advanced, so... There we go. Slightly better than neutral. And there's no real story states. It's very much a make-your-own-fun situation. And we're... So the era here, it's kind of a mishmash. It's sort of like the old legacy timeline after Endor, but not exactly. The New Republic has Coruscant and a good bit of the core worlds, but the Empire still has a pretty good presence up here. Bastion, again, if you remember the old EU, that's going to be their... I think that's where their headquarters is. That's important because that's where you go to get your advancements, to buy blueprints, licenses, and whatnot. Then there's also the... So that's the standard Galactic Empires up here. And you have the Imperial Ascendancy down here near Naboo. The Ascendancy and the Galactic Empire, of course, are warring because that's what warlords do. Doing a Naboo start's kind of interesting because you're surrounded by Ascendancy space. But that's not what we're doing here. I think we'll just start in Bastion. That makes sense. I think we're going to give ourselves a bit of a satellite network. Again, we're not starting with nothing. It's going to be a kind of a like early mid-game start, or maybe late early game, depending on how you look at it. Basically, when you start interacting with the systems that are a little bit more complex, right? Everyone can figure out how to zip around with the ship. So I don't think there's much of a need to explain any of that. This is Black Sun space over here, so we won't put any satellites there. We'll preserve some mystery. We won't put satellites everywhere, but in the core Imperial Remnant space. We'll just consider that explored. They'll help us get into the economics a little bit quicker, so we'll be able to set up some traders and have them know where to go. Other main factions, you have the Rebel Alliance, you have the New Republic, Galactic Empire, Imperial Ascendancy, Corporate Sector, Independent Commerce Guild, Hut Space, Black Sun, it's Valerian Pirates, and some. You have the Anuit. Was it Federation? Is it? I don't remember. Down around Bespin. And Endor, I believe, is in their space as well. If you're a fan of the Disney canon, a lot of this is might be a little bit unfamiliar. This is mostly based off of the older Legacy EU, the stuff I would have grown up with, before the Dark Times, before the Mouse. Oh, they are doing better recently, aren't they? Shout out Andor. Great show. I think we'll do, yeah. These three, and then that'll be sufficient. Dathomir is neutral, I believe. This will be the edge of Imperial space. We'll map out to there, and then that'll be good for the start. I don't think we're going to be super loyal to the Empire, but we will be. That'll be our origin. I think we might borrow a couple Imperial ships here and there when no one's looking. Alright, so... our name is... Alright, let's... There we go. Let's get into it. Yeah, so as I was saying, there's no real story here. It's very much make your own fun. It's good to approach this with, you set a goal for yourself. Say you want a Star Destroyer fleet, or you want to, control Coruscant or something like that. If you don't have a self-direction, there's no other direction. You can't just fly around and just take things as they come. That's an interesting... Let me try that again. That's an interesting way to play as well. But I like to have some kind of a goal. And I think driving the New Republic out of Coruscant would be a good first goal. Once we do that, we'll figure something else out for a reason to be acting in the world, because you do need a goal to direct your actions. So to do that, we're going to need to build a pretty substantial power base. And the quickest way to do that is with piracy, so as usual, I'm going to be a pirate. You just have to be, folks. I don't understand why people do anything else. When piracy is available, you have to engage in it. Might do a couple missions just to kind of show how that works for anyone who's unfamiliar. I think the goal's so obviously we want to drive the New Republic out of Coruscant. So we're going to use piracy to build up some funds, then build a bit of a economic base, then use that to build a war fleet, and use the war fleet to crush the rebel scum. That sound good to everybody? Load. The computer's not great. It's, I guess, the high part of the low end. It is on an SSD, but the loading times are still a tiny bit terrible. I think it's a memory problem. I only have 16 gigabytes of memory in this thing. Could be wrong. Not a computer scientist. All I know is more numbers, more gooder, right? There we go. There's that sound you want. Look at our tiny little ship here. Look at all this walking around room we have. Oh, that's why. I was gonna say, our laser cannons are shooting the wrong color, but the right color for the ones we have loaded in. Yeah, let's switch those out for some green ones. Purely for aesthetics.
Autopilot disengaged.
We really not mapped out the gate? Okay, so shipyards, that's where you upgrade by capital ships. We're not nearly there yet, so we have to go to a wharf, which is for medium and small ships.
Unknown object.
High advanced to small ship, obviously. Medium ships like a Lambda Shuttle or a Millennium Falcon or something like that. Bear with me as I try to balance out this audio a little bit. There we go. I wish there was an option just to reveal like all the gates. Again, it's very strange that that's not just known, because you have just average civilians going through them constantly, so you think there'd be a map that you could just buy. Just like lore-wise.
Imperial goes empty freighter, jump beacon.
That's right, jump beacon is what this is called. It's not a gate, I promise. That's hyperspace.
Jump completed. Bionalanced.
Don't trust your lying eyes, folks. So what I find compelling about this is that everything in-game is based on the economics within the game. There's actual mining, processing, manufacturing. All the ships start out as asteroids. I mean, not when you first, spawn in, obviously, but as the game progresses, if a faction needs a ship, they build one, and it uses resources. And the economic simulation part of this is pretty deep, which I appreciate.
Docking bridge.
Let's see, I'm gonna dock down here.
Imperial Wharf. Docking aborted. Docking granted.
Oh, we don't have a license. Well, we're gonna stick with the... Yeah, because I don't want to downgrade my firepower. Well, it's not that much, is it? Alright, purely for the aesthetics.
Docking permission
Yep,
granted.
we have to do it. Since they're less expensive, we're actually getting money back for it. Alright, well, let's make with the piracy. So my favorite pirate ship in-game is this, the TIE Shuttle. Which actually did make an appearance in Andor. It was what everyone probably thought was a TIE Bomber, but it was actually a TIE Shuttle. Yeah, the scene where, what was his name, Luthen was trying to escape from the tractor beam. One of the fighters that launched after he blew up the tractor beam was one of these guys. I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the absolute minimum preset, keep this cheap, because the goal of this thing isn't to fight. The goal of this is to get to a capital ship and launch boarding pods full of Marines. So it doesn't need to be anything more than just an unshielded, here to there boarding craft. So no weapons, no shields. Absolute minimum preset. Because the expectation is that you're going to lose a couple of them, right? I'll load this up with some Marines. How many of these can I buy? 6. Alright, good. So we'll get these building while it's happening. Let's go take a whoa.
TIE advanced.
That's not what you want. There we go. Take a little walk around. And let's change our insignia. You can add custom logos to this. I probably should have done that before I started, but we'll just stick with one of the basics. Yeah, why not?
Dear visitors, we are experiencing some minor surges in our power grid. Please excuse any inconveniences.
Don't really have any business here, so let's go ahead and take off. so... and if the station that you're ordering from doesn't have the resources on board to actually build what you're seeking to build, it won't, right? So that's fun. So later in the game, when you have giant... Like if you're trying to build like a fleet of Star Destroyers all at once, you're going to have the economic... I guess the economic undergirding to make that possible, right? You're going to have your own miners out there, you're going to have your own stuff manufacturing in order to supply the place, or to, you know, have your own shipyard, have enough materials to actually do what you want. They don't just spawn out of nothing. Which also means that every kill you have is satisfying because it's meaningful within the universe. It's not like it just spawns somewhere.
Imperial Wharf.
That's why, like, games like Star Wars Squadrons, there's better, like, flight mechanic gameplay, but it doesn't. You don't really have a feeling of accomplishment with anything, right? 'Cause you haven't earned anything that you're flying, and there's no real weight to anything.
Maintenance vessel.
It's a bad maintenance vessel, I promise. Some kind of criminal. At least in the eyes of the Empire. Alright. Just have them follow me.
Joining squad.
Let's go find something to steal, folks.
TIE shuttle. Docking granted. Docking aborted.
You guys coming? Oh, just a little payment for blasting that maintenance guy. Let's see here. I think what we'll do. Up to Dathomir, do some piracy.
Autopilots disengage.
Ah, right, because we don't have the jump beacon mapped.
Autopilot engage.
If you're super lost for some reason somewhere, just follow another ship. They'll eventually get to a jump beacon. You can usually figure out where the beacons are just by looking at the map and seeing where the straight lines of ships are going. Generally the beacons are going to be, there's going to be 4 and 1 in each of the cardinal directions. That's not a hard and fast rule, but generally speaking.
Victory 2 Star Destroyer.
After some mining ships first if we can.
Disengage.
Those are generally pretty poorly defended, don't have much crew on board, so we should be able to overwhelm them with our 6 shuttles and 60 Marines.
Jump completed. Board Trezzy. Unknown object. Imperial Gozenti cruiser. Imperial Gozenti freighter.
little slow, but not as slow as a TIE fighter anti-interceptor.
Jump completed. Magneto.
I wish you could modify like an interceptor to have a
LH-30
really
to
good
attempt freighter.
hyperdrive on it. That'd be my ship of choice, right? Okay, so this thing's far too big for us to catch, but when you're doing boarding, first thing you want to do is scan a likely target.
That's not allowed.
And yet, here I've done it. Okay, so it has 343 crew on board out of a total possible 592. You can only board a ship with an equal amount of Marines to its total potential crew capacity, so you could theoretically hit this thing with 592 Marines. Now this is actually a pretty juicy target because it's not very well defended. What you don't want is like, you know, a bunch of elite Marines or something. That makes boarding nearly impossible unless you just go into a real attritional thing. But this is way beyond our capacity right now. Because to take a ship, you have to... your Marines have to kill everyone on board the ship. There's no pleasantries about it. And we just can't do that with this guy. A bunch of droid fighters down here.
Vulture droid. Oryx-38. Aina droid. LH-30 to attempt freighter. Fang fighter.
Little skirmish out here. Alright, where are we going? Dathomir?
Autopilot. Engaged. Unknown object.
Let's work on getting that mapped out a little bit better. So we're not personally doing it. It's really easy to forget you're in travel drive and just get deep into the maps doing stuff, and then all of a sudden you're way off the map.
Jump completed.
Easy for me, at least. Tag him on. Oops. I guess I did get it off.
Unknown object.
is unlock the, or not unlock the gates, but locate the gates. Just the exploration command is all that was. All the stations are buildable and destructible. So if there's a station that you don't like, you can blow it up.
Disengage.
Which is fun for the economic game, so you can just straight up destroy your competitors. So if you're LARPing as like a smuggler or something, you have a little spice factory, you destroy all the other ones. Okay, so, if I remember correctly, Dathomir is not owned by anybody. So that means whatever we do here, as far as crimes go,
BFF bulk
the only people bothered by it are going to be the faction that the crime was committed against. So there's no sector owner that's going to be disturbed by it. So if we do this, power's getting away. Let's find a capital ship anyway. That's why we brought our boarding fleet. Okay, so that's the gate down to Bandamere. Ideally, we'll find a miner out here somewhere.
Unknown object. Lambda shuttle.
Lambdas are pretty good personal ships. They're fast, relatively well armed, well protected. Better than you would expect.
We've found something out here.
Let's nip that in the bud. Alright, global orders. That's fine. Notify me. Good for now. Oops, one last thing. Ignore.
DH-40.
What are you doing way up here? Boo is an awfully long way away. This way. There.
Unknown object. Acclamator 1 transport.
We're going to leave a satellite here. Start getting the sector mapped out a little bit. Helpless Loki's some targets.
Acclimator 1 transport.
I could probably take one of these acclimators, but that'd be kind of a 50-50 thing. They'd probably lose a lot of ships trying it.
Unknown object.
The acclimators, even in their transport versions, are very well armed.
Corellian Star Shuttle. Unknown object.
Or at least for starfighter defense. I guess capital ships not so much.
Ghost anti-transport.
Satellite here. Satellites just let you see what's going on.
Autopilot. Engage. Autopilot. Disengage. Autopilot. Engage.
Might have to push into corporate sector space to find the loose miner. Yeah, because there's just helium and methane here.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Does that feel so much better? Green laser, not the red. That's annoying. Deactivate it. Get a little close to the gate.
Advanced satellite.
Doesn't really matter because any of the ships coming out of that gate are going to be seen by the satellite anyway, but I do like to have it actually covering the gate itself.
Jump beacon. Ithor.
There we go.
Mon Calamari liner.
Yeah, let's push into corporate sector space. I don't mind making them an enemy. I think they're aligned against the Empire anyway.
Engage.
Nope, they're not. Oh well. I guess this is just some no excuse
Corellian
piracy.
Star Shuttle. Jump beacon. Selenium. BFF bulk freighter. Autopilot. Disengage. Neutron Star Builder. Jump completed. Join.
See if we can find a refinery. So I want to find a mining ship either in the act of mining or docked at a refinery, transferring. The easiest way to board them.
TLB.
The corporate sector uses a lot of Clone Wars era Republic ships.
Jump beacon.
You're a Clone Wars fan. That's the faction.
Autopilot. Disengage. Jump to unknown station.
Freighter would work too. I'm not sure if we can do this construction. Let's scan it.
You can't do that, you know.
Yeah, no way. It's a composition. Not happening.
Acclimator 1 transport. Wharf.
See if we can get a transport.
Tour bus A.
Wharves and shipyards are a good place to find transports because they're constantly being resupplied by them.
Requesting permission to dock.
For example,
Acclimator 1 transport.
active. If it's docked, I might be able to catch it. Let's see. It's going to depend on how many crew members are on board.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Alright. Here we go. So, for boarding, you're going to want to put This is at least how I do it. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I like to group the boarding folks together, get them as close as possible. Oh, this is gonna be great. This thing's actually docking. Which means it's not gonna be moving, which means it's gonna be super easy to get everybody on board. So get them close. Oh yeah, we got this. As long as they don't all get blasted.
Boarding teams prepared.
Get them, boys.
Stay sharp.
Alright.
Contact. Making preparations to
The
breach.
only X factor is it blasting our boarding pods.
This
But
is
since
Group
it's
Leader.
docked,
Stay in formation.
Protect that
although it's
ship.
undocking, isn't it?
Protect that ship.
Oh, lost one.
Protect that ship.
Boarding pod.
Godspeed, everyone.
Alright, how'd we do?
Acclimator 1 transport.
Okay, well, we did lose an alarming number of Marines. However, they're so poorly defended, we should be able... Yeah, looks like we'll eventually have the ship. Which is nice. Did we lose any of our shuttles? No. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They were focusing fire on the boarding pods, not the shuttles. Ideally, they'd be shooting at the shuttles from our perspective. I'd rather lose a shuttle that's already launched the boarding pod than a bunch of Marines. But looks like this has gone pretty well. So that doesn't require any more interaction from us. We'll just fly away. Now, if you're worried about, sentient life, that's not the way to do it. What you want to do is bring a bunch of combat ships and shoot all the turrets on the target as well as our engines so it doesn't move. And then you can just safely board without taking casualties in the approach, but we don't really have the capacity to do that. Maybe after a while I could get all its turrets destroyed, but more likely I'd end up dead, so we're doing it this way. Very Imperial thinking, right? Well, it's just a matter of time. The other thing is it does take more time to complete the boarding operation when you haven't damaged the hull of the ship. I don't think it makes it more difficult, it's just a time thing. So let's go find something to occupy ourselves with as our Marines slaughter everyone on board. I think all told it's going to take 100 deaths to take the ship. We've lost like 30 or 40 Marines and there's 70 on board of the enemy, so we'll think about that when we're selling the ship later and getting our millions of credits.
YT-1300M.
Bounty hunter over here. I'm just here for loot, folks.
That was a really silly thing to do.
I have no issue with the Bounty Hunters Guild. But I will take their stuff if someone else shoots them.
Awaiting orders.
Arc-17 Arc awaited.
It's like the local security forces are not too pleased with whatever they did.
IT-13 down.
Not looking good.
Container.
That's too bad. Look at all this free stuff, folks. Most of that's gonna be for crafting modifications. Okay. Let's pull our shuttles back. Send them out too. Do I just want to sell them? Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Let's just have them dock. I think we'll. I've been inspired by seeing that bounty hunter. Head over to the Bounty Hunters Guild, see if we can get a mission. Just while we're waiting for that boarding operation to finish. I think piracy and bounty hunting are adjacent, right? Shots fired both directions, maybe. There's a miner over here.
Jump completed. Baphomer.
Might sell a couple of them, then fill the rest with Marines with the proceeds. Then look for another ship to board. Maybe. That'd probably be the best use of the asset.
BFF bulk freighter. Jump beacon. Agamar.
Or yeah, now we'll just load him back up. Send him out. I was thinking about getting some trading started, but I don't think so.
Jump completed. Agamar.
We'll get radio updates from the boarding crew periodically.
Jump completed. Agile class.
They shouldn't have any trouble taking the ship. They had about a 3-to-1 advantage in attacking strength. I think there's some random numbers involved though, so it could go either way. But generally, you get the
Autopilot disengaged.
result you're expecting.
Unknown object.
You're considered a nameless privateer and not noticed by anyone. Your actions don't matter on the galactic scene. Seems about right.
Droid parts factory.
Mean, but accurate.
Jump completed. Scipio. Build station. Damage transporter.
Stop your attack immediately.
Security forces.
Reporting an attack against this vessel.
It was clearly an enemy.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel.
Reporting an attack against this station.
You sure?
Negative.
Like I said.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
I have work that. Are you interested in a job?
No, but I'll listen. But we certainly don't have a security decryption system, so... Sorry, lady.
Build station.
Yeah, we're not going to be following this. How do you get guild missions? Is there a specific way? Because they're not showing up. Do I have to make the pilgrimage all the way to their headquarters, which is here? Maybe. Not done the Falcon playthrough, so not exactly certain how the guild missions work.
Docking granted.
So I assume you have to join to be offered, right? It do include the occasional new cannon ship in the mod when they're awesome, you know, like this guy. Relatively inexpensive too. Problem is it's still basically a scout and doesn't hit very hard. Now, fire spray on the other hand, definitely be needing to get access to one of these eventually. Actually, let's probe to Mongaza so we have a route mapped out at least if we're gonna head that direction. Oof. It's quite the trek. Plus I could just talk to the manager and get access.
Hello.
Ah! Here we go. Alright. So, is this for or against corporate sector? Okay, so it's for the... Okay. Guess I'm a little closer.
Hello.
So I guess we can work for the Galactic Empire as a bounty hunter. I think that's gonna be what we're doing here. Alright, who am I going after? Go after a specific Yorket. Let's go after one of these Star Chasers because we might be able to get them to bail and just keep the ship.
Hello there.
We accept 1-1. Alright, there we go. Oh, there's a time limit. Right. Okay, there's a 3-hour time limit, never mind. Gotta take back the hurrying. Like I said, I've never actually done a guild playthrough before, so this is new to me. Be a good compliment to the piracy.
Disengaged.
Okay, so up to Machido, which is here. It's this gate, right?
Jump beacon.
No.
Ajan Kloss.
This gate.
Unknown object.
Black Sun ship is going to be Black Sun space over here. Plus it's on a raid into Imperial space.
Arbor class.
it. Yeah.
Jump completed. Forward Trezzy.
I think if we sell one, that should be enough for Marines for the other ones. Maybe not quite. Let's do it this way.
Jump completed. Be on the list.
When you buy them new, you tend to get some higher quality Marines. I don't know if that's intended, if that's a bug, but that's what I've noticed. Send them after a miner or something.
You're up on minor. Autopilot. Disengage. Jump completed. Yaga minor. Autopilot. Disengage.
Where is it?
Preparing for breach.
Just up this
Sit
way.
rep.
So that chatter, that's from our boarding team. Sounds like they've gotten through the hall.
You're up on minor.
Might not be a bad target for our
Autopilot. Disengage.
shuttles. Let's get a scan on this guy. Yeah, so it's an Imperial start, but we're not going to be super loyal to the Empire.
Oh, you can't do that.
It's a bit much.
You're up on minor.
That's better. Alright, I think we have our target. Our boys follow him. And let's go after our mountain target.
Jump completed. You're on. Autopilot. Disengaged. Unknown station.
Esfandia? There it is. Listen, I have no idea how to pronounce most of these names. If I've seen them at all, they've been in books. Back when I was a wee lad. I don't think I've heard them spoken almost ever. Spot for a station. Ah, got away. Alright, focus.
Unknown object.
I have no idea where that sector is. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's along my way. A little bit smarter. Gonna promote our service person to pilot.
Hello.
Hello. You follow the bounty. Or to make that happen. Instead of going here. So that'll be faster than having to track down the gate in each sector successively. It'll just happen automatically. Now we can focus on something else. Whoa. Why are you going into... whatever. This is Black Sun space, I think, right? Maybe not? It has an escort, maybe it'll survive. What you don't want is to be halfway through a boarding operation, then the ship you're boarding explodes. That's no good for anybody.
Jump
This is a bit of a gamble. But we'll try it. looks like it's in the process of mining, so it should stay stationary. What you really don't want is to launch a boarding operation and then to have the ship you're boarding just jump away.
Can I help? Sir?
You want to switch there. Next time I do boarding, I'll try to walk through that a little better, not just zip through it. There's some very specific settings if you want to just immediately launch pods and then run away.
Preparations to breach.
Jump completed. Hurry up.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, looks like we did well there. As long as most of those pods got on, not even most, maybe half of them, we'll have that ship too. Imagine being her, right? Your boss is literally standing over your shoulder, judging everything you do as you fly. While we're waiting, I'll be right back.
Jump completed. Reload.
progress in this acclimator boarding soon. I'm not sure the actual timing is on these things. Once you're a certain size, if you're interacting with a faction, all the other factions that are enemies of it consider you an enemy too. So if you
Jump completed.
if you're Empire status and you have a lot of trading with the Empire, the New Republic will start seeing you as an enemy, even if you're not attacking their ships or anything. It's very interesting because it forces you to be in one camp or another. You can't just be friends with everybody. It's very interesting. I don't think that's part of the base game. It might be. It only really kicks in. Because you can overcome all of this if you have balanced, like if you have the same amount of trading with all the factions. Up to this point, that's fine. Once you hit Empire, you can't really do that.
Jump completed.
That's just how the math works out. I didn't explain that well at all, but it's an interesting mechanic. Prime. All this wreckage, I assume, is supposed to be Starforge debris, right? Knights of the Old Republic. Not really that high, but what we're after is reputation. So that we can start buying some of the guild ships. I really want that fire spray.
Jump completed. Match tone.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop.
High advanced.
Just right by our target. Or at least one of them. There you are.
R40 on Star Chaser.
Oh, don't you dare steal my kill. I think Mr. Black Sun here had little trouble with the locals. So that should complete one of the missions, right? Yeah, so now I just have to go back and talk to the person. But we'll find this other one. Complete them both at the same time.
Prime.
It is over here, isn't it? That's right. I thought it was farther away, but it's actually on the side of the galaxy. One jump away. Or maybe not. No gate? Alright, lady, you're up. Take us to Jakku. Oh, there is a gate here. Okay. I was just too impatient. Although it looks like maybe they've...
TIE advanced. Unknown station.
Might be docked here, actually. Because they're giving us guidance to the last known position, but... we'll see. Their current position. I'm confused. Oh, that's where I need to go to complete the mission. Okay, I got it. Because I'm technically working for the Empire, so I have to talk to the client. Well, that's interesting. I thought I was just going to go back to the guild station and turn it in there, but... I actually have to talk to the client.
Advanced.
Oh, your ships will happily maroon you if they have an order to go somewhere. So it's better to... There's marooning protection you can turn on, but I just like to take away the possibility entirely and clear out the orders. It's this one.
Hello.
With all that fire going on, I was the only one that actually damaged it. That's interesting. I was sure I'd just get a partial credit.
Goodbye.
So... did I get my credits? Yes, alright, good. So one thing about X4 is that it's a very small studio made it, very independent. Certain amount of jank is to be expected, and then you're layering a mod on top of something that's already a little bit of janky. So you're gonna have weirdness here and there. If that sort of thing bothers you, you're probably not gonna like this, but if you look past the occasional, walking through a door or just weird bug, you'll have a good time. But you do have to want to enjoy yourself. If you're looking for reasons not to like it, you'll find them pretty quickly. It's a German studio that made this.
Docking
Ego song.
ready. Docking appropriate.
I believe the term Eurojank is appropriate.
Unknown object. Fortitude shuttle. Jump. Drop cool.
There we go.
Sit rep. Green.
Oh, is that the target?
R41 Star Chaser.
No, how dare
Imperial
you?
Star Destroyer 1. Quasar Fire 2. Quasar Fire 2.
Don't tell me you tried to engage this little detachment here. Yep, nope. Well, that's unfortunate. Since we didn't do anything to kill that guy, we're not gonna get any credit for it.
Container.
Hopefully it doesn't count as like a mission failure or something. It's just a neutral result.
R41 Star Chaser.
How dumb are you, guy? Oh well. Let's head back up towards the guild station. There's probably one closer, but I'm not sure exactly where it Curious how this is going.
Jump completed. Get up.
Engage.
Why?
Hemodula. Lancer patrol craft. Jump. Hemodula.
Got a pirate over here.
You don't stand a chance.
The actual reason, the answer to your question of why, is for the Empire. I want to be a good little pirate male. Got a friend out here. I'm on a mouse and keyboard, so that's why the cursor's going all over the place.
You don't stand a chance. You'll regret that.
Sure. Fail. So what happened to your friend?
Get worried.
Let's talk about this.
What do you want? Never. I'd rather die.
Careful what you wish for.
You're in for it. You're just asking for it. I'm starting to get worried. What do you want? Never. I'd rather die.
This is Imperial space, right? So it should be... Yeah. Get a little reputation from that.
Container.
Alright, we did take a little hull damage, so let's go ahead and
Can I help? Goodbye.
repair that. Let you fly away. You stay right there.
TIE advanced.
Getting out into space with the space suit really gives you some perspective on the scale of everything here. This is one of the smallest ships in the game, right? What was her name? Maria Suzuki? Hello, Maria.
Docking granted.
Well, she's very happy, but she's not very talented. The skills increase with usage, so the more she flies, the better of a pilot she'll be.
BFF bulk freighter. Imperial goes empty freighter.
I think they all, there's a chance, I think the mechanic is that like every hour or so, they just receive a little bit of skill increase to random skill just because they exist in the world.
Acclimator 1
So she'll
A9
slowly
Meyer.
become more useful.
Jump completed. Virgo.
If you like micromanaging, this is absolutely the game for you.
Unknown ship.
Victory? Yeah.
BFF bulk freighter. Imperial goes empty freighter. Jump completed. Elam. Jump beacon. The redoubt.
That's just such dangerous space for a miner to be. Black Sun has a Imperial Star Destroyer that they've, stolen. That's patrolling around that space. So if they encounter each other, that miner's going to be gone immediately.
Jump completed. The redoubt. Jump beacon. Estandia.
But that didn't increase the relation at all. I guess it was just one up buying a squadron of TIE bombers and going after some bigger targets from the Bounty Hunters Guild. That'd be interesting. Not sure if the economics of that makes sense though. I'll have to go back to the station and see what is really available in the higher end. Pirate ship's about to get hit with a squadron of TIEs for this victory. Might still be there by the time we get there. Probably not. Oh, they got an Imperial Starship jumping on it too. Or he might just be going by. Yeah, he's going by. Let's see. Might get lucky. Show face at least. Like, see, we're loyal. Forget all about that miner we stole. That was someone else. I didn't have any Marines on my ship. I was just around.
Lancer patrol craft.
Oh, he's going down. And he's dead. Almost. We almost got there in time. This is if we can take his stuff.
Container.
But actually, it's
Container.
Hey lady.
Hello.
Be a better pilot.
Can I help?
Oh. Didn't I just get one? Oh, it's basic, so if she was an even worse pilot, it would be useful. She's a 1-star, so.
TIE advanced. Quad jumper. Disjump completed. Bionalanced.
Oh yeah, we definitely have that. If there's anything on the approach. so they're still cutting through the hull. Nope, they have. So the approach is done, so they're cutting through the hull. That's the infiltration stage. And then once that finishes, they'll start killing the crew. And that'll be ours. Head back to the guild station. I think we'll just keep that mining ship, just set it to auto mine, have a little passive income.
Lancer patrol craft. Jump beacon. Forward Trezzy.
Plus, every trade you make gives you positive reputation. So it'll help us grind our reputation up with the Empire.
Acclamator 1 transport.
We'll forgive our
Jump
occasional acts of
completed.
piracy.
Forward Trezzy. Autopilot. Disengage.
Pirate. It's a very fast pirate. To cut him off. Going for this gate, right? So he should drop, or is he going for the station? There we go. Help us out with some turbo laser fire. Let me jump out. Easy solution.
You're going down.
Hey, easy with those turbo lasers, how about? Yes! Alright.
Failing.
Just shoot the escape pods, no big deal.
Hello there.
TIE advanced.
I think we have a new player ship, folks.
Oryx 30A.
This thing is fast, apparently. Faster than TIE Advanced, at least.
Thank you.
quite welcome.
Docking granted.
I think we'll hang on to the TIE Advance though. We're not going to sell it off. Just add to our firepower a little bit.
Joining squad.
Well, it handles like a boat, but it appears to be fast in a straight line. Oh! And the firepower.
Autopilot engaged.
I take this thing to the Sonar Fleet Systems wharf. Although maybe I'm pretty I'm not gonna do any upgrading of it yet until we're friends with the Empire. Then we'll just take it to the Imperial wharf. Should have access to all the starfighter bits I need. I don't actually know anything about the ship as far as the lore goes. With a B, right? So our heavy fighter. Ah, produced by the Hutt Cartel. Fantastic. Poor X-38B starfighter is a modified heavy fighter used by Utapau government during Clone Wars.
Jump completed.
Well, this was not written
CPO.
by a English as a first language speaker. That's alright though. This is an upgraded model that is commonly used by outer rim pirates and Mandalorians. So the B is the upgrade. So this is the base model is made by Utapau. And the B, which we have, is actually an upgraded version. It's nice, I suppose. Yeah.
Autopilot disengaged.
That was still relatively poor, so let's fix this by hand. A DIY repair job, folks.
Go. Move it. You are free to engage.
Chatter from the Marines.
Striking. We're pushing through. Lots of resistance.
So they're through the hall, shooting folks.
We're pushing through. Lots of resistance.
Well, you guys literally have one job, so I don't know why you're so surprised.
Continuing engagement.
Interesting. head over to the...
Imperial Wharf. Guild Station.
Follow my lead.
Docking aborted.
I like the speed in this thing.
They say it's safe to engage.
Plus there's actually some visibility. Unlike every TIE fighter ever made.
Follow my lead.
Good one.
Docking granted.
Hey! Which one was it? Oh, that's our acclimator, folks. It's a Mandalorian space right now. That's alright, we're neutrals to them. Whoa. Nice little bonus. It's all loaded with durasteel plates. We hit them with 60 Marines and there are 15 left.
Don't let them get away.
Mass transporter. B.
Gotta do it for the cloud, folks.
Stop your attack immediately.
Security forces.
Didn't you just ask me to do
Attack
that?
against this vessel.
What are we doing here?
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting an attack against this station.
Negative.
Negative.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna bring the acclimator back into Imperial space. I think I could sell the durasteel. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Okay, I can once the ship gets there, so I can. Alright, good. The question is, do I want to set this to start trading, or do I want to do some... Could load it up with Marines and do some piracy with it. Or I could just sell it. Now let's have it start grinding out on the reputation. It'll be our first merchant ship, I think. Yeah. Keep the combat to the low end. It's been a while since I just did like little couple starfighter fights. Hey, remember me?
Hello, hello.
I killed that guy. What's gonna do missions for? Oh! Oh, that's funny. Yeah, let's keep working on some Imperial missions. The biggest one you have. So if I go kill a Mon Calamari cruiser, it's only a couple million credits. There's no way I can take that. Oh well, let's keep grinding reputation with them at least, because again, I still need that fire spray. I think that's the only way to get it, is to get the Bounty Hunters Guild to be cool with you.
Hello.
Is there a
Goodbye.
menu that I'm missing? Where you can just... Because this doesn't show up unless you're on the station, right?
Hello.
Oh. They want to send me up against other bounty hunters. Well, we're definitely going after this Razor Crest. Might as well accept that one too. See if we get that Razor Crest to bail, huh? That'd be nice. Should have plenty of firepower for it.
Forex 38B.
Stick with that. We run where's leave that alone. There we go. I knew we needed a missile launcher. Software's fine. So we had torpedoes on board but no launcher. That's interesting. Suppose I should have done that before we went to talk to the lady. Oh well. Upgrades finished, off we go. My concern is that if I start shooting down bounty hunters, they'll all come after me. I don't know if that's a mechanic or not, but it feels like it would be, doesn't it? But it is 500,000 credits.
Autopilot engaged. Cognito. Jump completed. Forward Trezi.
Almost there. Although I am considering just selling it and putting all that money into more TIE shuttles and more boarding actions. That would be the best use of the resource.
Heraklon Minor.
Yeah, we'll see how I feel once it gets to the shipyard. Could always go halfway and strip it of a lot of the expensive components and just dedicate it to trading.
Autopilot. Disengage.
I think what we'll do is we'll go to the next autosave. Should be another 40 minutes or so. And that'll be the end of the stream for this morning at least. Might do some more later.
Jump beacon. Yaga Minor.
So what I'm tempted to do is to... Hello, pirate. I will let him go. Is to sell the war prize, buy a bunch of TIE shuttles, and go after a Victory-class Star Destroyer. So I should be able to get that done.
Jump completed. Yaga Minor.
We'll see.
Acclamator 1 transport. Jump completed. Board Mental.
Alright, so where's this guy?
Nav beacon. Nav beacon. Nav beacon.
So he was here 6 minutes ago.
Autopilot. Engaged. Autopilot. Disengage.
Oh, there he is.
Unknown ship.
So does he just blast a bunch of TIE fighters and an interceptor? Oh, I'm getting some help. Alright, let's get a couple shots in here so that we can... Is he running? What are you doing, Mr. Razor Crest? I don't quite understand. some damage I get credit as far as the gear is concerned.
Stay there. I'll leave you quick.
Hey, there we go.
Autopilot engaged.
Well, that was made
High interceptor.
much easier. What the hell are my friends here? Don't you just love the Galactic Empire?
Autopilot disengaged.
They love you and want you to be happy.
Docking granted.
Just have a few requests now and again. And some rules. Very reasonable rules. Like, don't be a Jedi. And freedom is for losers.
Docking granted.
That'd be interesting. Replace them all with... Stay stuck.
Forex 38B.
Oh, actually... Oh, I can't jump this. Do a little trading, since it's right here.
Hello, can I help? Here you go. Good luck out there.
Devika Espejo. So we're speaking to. I don't see that. There it is.
Hello.
So did I get the main reward and then just not much of the bonus? So I did almost no damage to that thing.
Good luck out there.
Oh yeah, I did get the main reward. Good. Thank you. Have we docked? Yes. I'm gonna sell the cargo. And let's see here. I was hoping it was coming with a Mark III, so you just sell that for a quick million. Alas. I strip it. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep it. We're gonna strip it of everything but the most basic components. and then have it do some trading in Imperial space. So it'll be safe, right? It's not like it's going to run into any trouble. Then we'll move the Marines somewhere else. Yeah, that's a good compromise, right? So we keep the ship. We'll have it work on some trading. Then also, we don't have a bunch of components on it that aren't going to be used, and we're going to turn that into more piracy, folks. So it's going to move to the maintenance. We're in sector, right? Let's go take a look-see. Oh, no, we're not. I thought I was in skip here for some reason.
Miner. Imperial Star Destroyer 1. Jump beacon, neonalanced. Customs Corvette.
Did I deactivate the autopilot, or did it just deactivate by itself?
Rear gas.
I must have done that.
Goes anti-transport.
Oopsie daisy. Okay, so got our cash from the upgrade. Let's buy them from Mutilist.
Jump completed. Neonalanced.
Haha. There we go. You haven't seen a Victory class Star Destroyer recently, have you? Let's see here. Oops.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Let's scan this one. Then our miner should still be. Yeah, that's still active. We should be getting that in a little bit here.
Victory 2 Star Destroyer.
Okay, so War Prize is all finished.
Autopilot disengaged.
Has a 5-star pilot, so it's going to be pretty effective at auto trading. Just taking out the illegal wares here. And do you want it to stay in Imperial space? Well, I just have this local Imperial space mapped anyway, so nothing to worry about. I'll start it centered on. So I do want it to be able to get into. Okay, so max gates it can go is 5 jumps. So from Bastion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we go to Adjun Kloss, that should give us. Yeah, that should be good. So that should give us all this little clutch of Imperial sectors plus into corporate sector space. That works. Your space, Adjun Kloss. Off you go. So it'll sell off the rest of the Durasteel plates. Then it'll trade from the, because it's not assigned to a station or anything, it'll just trade from the personal funds here. That'll just run in the background.
What do you think you're doing?
It's pretty well defended. We should be able to take it though. Ourselves scarce.
Jump beacon, the scan. Jump completed. The scan.
I cannot stop that easily. There's plenty more where that came from.
You guys are regret that. Not enough for you?
Oh yeah. As long as the approach goes well, we have this.
Boarding teams preparing for launch.
May the Force be with you all. Specifically the dark side.
Pod launched. Moving to target.
Stay sharp.
Alright, they're launching their fighters. We should have an overwhelming force here. Just too many targets. As long as the boarding pods get through, we're not too concerned about what happens to the shuttles.
Awaiting orders.
Alright. Looks like we've got...
Contact.
Yes.
Making preparations to breach.
Yeah, just selling them off. There we are. The only really concern is that Warp Prize will run into it, but... that's not very likely. Sooner than you would expect, they'll realize this is all just one big misunderstanding, that I'm not their enemy at all.
Jump completed. Neonalanced.
Alright, how did we do
Victory
with
2
the
Star
approach?
Destroyer.
We did well. Alright. Oof. I wish we hadn't taken these losses, but... we're almost certainly taking the ship. So let's go after Bosk here.
Autopilot engaged.
We still got a pretty good wad of credits here. Let's dial up another group of shuttles. Have to go after something smaller. Maybe another acclimator. Yeah.
Jump completed. Yaga Minor. Autopilot disengaged.
Oh, don't you dare engage them. Let's not risk that. Something silly will happen. Go ahead and wait. Plenty of firepower with the proton torpedoes. No need to risk the TIE Advanced. Okay,
Jump
so...
completed. Ornamental. Nav beacon.
An hour ago? Okay.
Autopilot engaged.
We don't have a better location than that.
Autopilot disengaged.
Wait a minute. That looks an awful lot like... maybe not.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged.
Go. Move it.
So what, is he in this sector
You are
somewhere?
free to engage.
TIE bomber.
Uh-oh.
Striking.
Must free from that victory.
I have a team working on bypassing the lockdown.
Alright.
Pushing through. Lots of resistance.
They say it's too risky to engage.
Tell them to fall back.
Send backup.
Sorry, sir. This isn't looking good.
Ah!
Safe to engage.
Oh, yes!
The miner. Maybe? Are you celebrating, lady?
Unknown station.
Reinforcements arriving.
Probably take this light cruiser.
Great victory.
Let's not do that. Let's do... Okay, so we did get the miner. Good. We're gonna send these guys. Yeah, let's go after a Star Builder. Well, I'm tempted to go after the light cruiser. Yeah, let's go for it. Second thought. Yeah, that's a better plan. Be able to use all the Marines.
Boarding teams preparing for launch.
That's a banking clan ship, not another Imperial ship.
Stay sharp.
We don't want to make an actual enemy out of the Empire. A couple misunderstandings here and there, lost Star Destroyer, no big deal,
Contact.
but
Making preparations to breach.
they will get mad eventually.
Contact. Making preparations to breach. Awaiting orders. Steady. Contact. Making preparations to breach.
There we go.
We're making our way through the hull. Stay sharp.
way over-equipped for a miner. I guess if you're going into contested space for some reason, but no real reason to do that with mining. I did that thing where I travel drive off into space.
Unknown station.
Whoops.
Autopilot engaged.
And we're gonna need an updated location of this guy, because he's a long way away. Whoa. Why are you shooting at the TIE fighters? Okay, good, they jumped away. Must be the remnant of the group from the victory that we boarded.
Nav beacon.
I'd have more like going after this one.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay, so he's sewed off all its Durasteel plates. So now it's just going to look for trade runs it can make, you know, selling low, or buying low, selling high, basic stuff.
Jump beacon. Yaga miner. Unknown station.
Man, these are both really old reports.
Nav beacon. Unknown station.
Let's do this. Let's go. Meet up with War Pros.
Autopilot engaged.
Because those ships can be anywhere after an hour. Be on the other side of the galaxy by now. Oh, or in Jakku. Which one was it?
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot engaged. Jump beacon. Ithor. Eureka. Jump completed. Before. Autopilot disengaged.
So an acclimator is coming at you at 570 or 5,751 meters per second, and you're approaching it at 6,760 meters per second. How long until you reach? Do the math, folks. Answer? About now. Did it just go through a minefield? It did just go through a minefield. Good work. Suppose I shouldn't have stripped all the shields off. Oh well.
Docking granted.
Don't think about the physics of this too much, folks. It'll make your brain hurt. There's no solution. What's happening right now does not make sense.
Florex 38B.
Hello. Can I help? Sir.
Can I help? Goodbye.
The sweet mustache this guy has. Keep the younglings away from him.
Preparing for breach. Sit rep.
Green.
Jump completed. Board mental.
Okay, so we're gonna set this. Oops, I need a resource probe. We're gonna do some mining. Forgot about that. Casual Star Destroyer up there. It's not menacing at all.
Can I help?
Not a good start. Oh, very bad start. Lady, what are we doing?
Can I help? Sir.
Are you magic? Oh, don't do that. Alright.
Jump completed. Yaga Minor. TIE advanced.
Alright, now we can do some mining. Let's... Where do I want you? There we go. There's a silicon refinery here. That makes sense. Alright, well, as we said, end of the stream now that we hit our autosave point. We'll pick up where we left off here, probably later today, but no promises. Not today, then tomorrow. Goodbye folks, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.